Hey, good afternoon and welcome back to Question in Sense with me, Matt. Okay, it's autumn in, don't know what happened to my voice there. It's autumn in London at the moment. And basically the weather is sort of all over the shop. So we're still getting some quite warm days and some really, really sunny days. So I thought this would be a good point to have a chat about Neroli and my mission to find the perfect Neroli scent, which has taken some twists and some turns because I actually really love the smell of Neroli. It just makes me feel clean and fresh, and I don't know, I can't get enough of it. So first of all, what is Neroli? Well, Neroli is an oil that's extracted from the bitter orange tree, from the blossom. It's like a steam distillation I think they use to make this this oil, which has been used in countless perfumes. I think it's used in medicine, it's used in sort of aromatherapy and lots and lots of usage. But it also has this really clean and fresh and slightly honeyed kind of smell about it, which I absolutely adore. So I went down this road of trying to find the perfect Neroli scent, and this has been going on for quite some time. This hasn't just been an overnight journey. It started actually with a decant of Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, which is probably, when most people start, I think, when they're looking for a high-end sort of Neroli product. Now, it came highly recommended. Lots of people really love Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, and so do I. But sadly for me, the performance on my skin was absolutely diabolical. It just smelt amazing, but it was gone. Really poor performance. So that was a bit of a no-go for me. So I then went to Perfume Parlour here, and got a bottle of their, what they call Neroli Portofino, or Neroli's Portofino. So they always do this kind of weird sort of bending of words or misspelling of words, I think, for sort of copyright or whatever reason. Bearing in mind, this is like £12 for 50ml, and it's a pretty good clone of Neroli Portofino, to be honest with you. And for me, it lasted a lot better. I got a much better performance out of it. Actually, I recently took this to France when I was there in the summer, and this was my scent of the day. And I got through quite a lot of it, purely because, although it lasts better than the Neroli Portofino, it still isn't brilliant. So I was topping up quite a bit with it. But I mean, it was a small bottle, so I had it in my pocket, or I had it out where we were, and just sprayed it up. And this is good. I recommend you try it. For the money, this is really good. The other option I had, which was another cheapie, is this, which is Bright Neroli by Ferrari. This is a 100ml bottle, fabulous presentation. Look at the cap. Cap is lovely. Really good stuff, actually. And it smells quite a bit like Neroli Portofino, but there are some differences. So it's not a direct clone, it's its own kind of scent. It's a little bit sweeter, and there's a little bit more orangey sort of vibe with this. Performance on this isn't brilliant either. That was the other thing. But at 100, with 100 mils this was less than £20. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it. So you can literally spray away or carry a decant. And this is one of the few fragrances I've got that you can actually top up with a decant, because it doesn't really change much. There's not a great deal of, it's quite a linear frag, so you can top it up with aplomb and not to worry about it. And then something happened a while back, and I've done a review of it. I bought this, which was Parfums De Nicolai's New York Intense. Highly recommend this fragrance. This is brilliant. Check out the review of it. Because this is a real quality workhorse, beautiful perfume. But in the range, they have a couple of Neroli frags. They have, I think, one's called Intense Neroli, and then one which this review is really about is called Cap Neroli. Now, I, in a Facebook group, got a partial of this. This is a tiny 30ml bottle, which is something that Parfums De Nicolai do, and I love the fact that you can buy, I think, all of their range in 30ml. So it makes it a really cheap way of enjoying the fragrance. 30ml is actually quite a bit. It takes me quite a while to get through it. And I will certainly be getting either a bigger bottle of New York Intense or another 30 when that runs out, because it's a really good fragrance. But so Cap Neroli, I got a partial bottle for very little money in a Facebook group, which was really good. And these little bottles are beautiful. And this is a fabulous. I'm absolutely livid that I didn't find this at the beginning of summer, because I would literally have burnt through this and probably be on my second or third bottle. absolutely perfect. It's kind of what I've been looking for in my Neroli quest. So as far as I'm concerned now, I don't need to be looking for any more Neroli based fragrances. I've got this. So this came out in 2018, and the nose behind it is Patricia Nicolai. Now, Patricia Nicolai is actually related, I think, to the Guerlain family. So she's comes from this, massive pedigree of, probably the oldest perfume house in the world, and certainly one of the most famous. So she's got perfume in her blood. And what she's done with Cap Neroli is made a wonderful fragrance. Now, if we look at the notes, then we'll go through it, and then we can talk a little bit about performance and how it works out. So at the top, you have Petit Grain Brigade, you have orange, you have mandarin orange, and then you have rosemary and mint. And at the heart, you have Neroli, you have jasmine, you have ylang ylang, and you have orange blossom. And at the base, you have oak moss, and musk. So there you go. Interestingly, this is an EDT, so it's an eau de toilette. So this generally means that you don't get fabulous performance. This has turned that on its head. I get stellar performance from this. This lasts me all day at work with not a massive amount of spraying either. The longevity for an EDT, especially one that's quite a light fragrance, is amazing. I cannot believe, this is why I'm so annoyed that I didn't find this at the beginning of the summer, because this would have got me through the summer, no problem whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I'm wearing it now, and I'm going to spray some more because this is genuinely a real treat to spray. It's just so, it's cooling, it's calming, it's clean, it's refreshing. It does have an old school cologne vibe to it, which I kind of like. It projects really, really well. You get this wonderful cloud that comes off as it hits your skin. It just erupts everywhere. The sillage leaves a wonderful, fresh, inviting trail. Beautiful fragrance, totally masculine, totally feminine. Everyone can wear it. It does, I think, probably suit itself to the more mature fragrance enthusiast. I think your young thrusters out there will probably want something a little bit more, I don't know, dynamic, because this is a flowery, not overly sweet, not overly orange, not overly lemony. The blending is perfection. It's beautiful. There's a little solid base to it of the musk and the oak musk, but the star is definitely the Neroli. It ties together with the jasmine, and it does create quite a floral arrangement, I suppose. But it's not overly. It does smell quite perfumey. Now, if you understand what I mean, it does have a kind of a classic smell of perfume around it. It could, when you smell it, it could easily be something that's come from Maison Francis Coeur de Jean. It has that kind of sort of powderiness in it, which I absolutely adore. It does remind me a little bit of Maison Francis Coeur de Jean's A Pomme Pour Homme. They don't smell alike, but they have a similar vibe, if that makes sense to you. It's they're nothing alike in terms of smell. You wouldn't smell them and think, oh cool, that smells like a pomme. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I think the orange blossom in both may be what's making me get that. But it does have this, Cap Neroli has this amazing quality to it. It smells absolutely luxurious. It smells incredibly expensive. And it's not, I mean, you can get the smaller bottles for around the sort of £55 mark, I think. I don't know what that is in dollars. If you get a big bottle, yeah, it's a premium fragrance, so it isn't, it's a niche house with niche costs. So it's not going to be a cheap option. But this is beautiful. There's a little bit of mint in here as well, which you just kind of pick it up a little bit. It's not like Beach Up Man or something like that, which really celebrates the mint. This has mint in there to give it balance, and balance is what you get with something that's got sort of mandarin orange and normal orange, plus the Neroli and the orange blossom. You think this is going to be a real orange sweet bomb, but it's not. I've mentioned this on a few videos that orange and me aren't the best of friends, but I'm coming to the conclusion that it's not actually orange I've got the issue with. It's just Terre d'Hermès that I've got the issue with, because that orange on me smells rank. But every time I've come across anything with orange in it so far, or since, it's been all right. I've got on quite well with it. Orange blossom is more just about sweetness. It doesn't seem to give any kind of real orangey smell. Orange blossom's used quite a lot in Beach Up Man as well, to give it that slight sweet edge to it, and it does this so well. the depth in this, it almost feels woody as it starts to dry down, but there's no sort of real kind of, I mean, it's probably the oak moss or the musk that's giving that impression, but this is an absolutely amazing fragrance. I cannot recommend enough that you sample this. If you can get into one of the stores, there's a really, really good one in London with an incredibly helpful shop assistant in there. If you go in and see her and get to sample this, then please do. Just honestly, if you like Neroli, if you want to smell clean and fresh for a very long time, Cat Neroli could be really, really something that you need to explore. Beautiful fragrance. It's going to work so well. I mean, by the time summer comes around again, I'll have about 100 bottles of this all ready to go, and that's what I'll wear morning, noon, and night. It's just that you can, obviously I'm joking, but this is the kind of summer fragrance I've been looking for all summer, and I find it in the autumn. This is Sod's Law, isn't it? Beautiful fragrance, really, really good performance. I'm going to be going into town next week to sniff some more fragrances, and I think I'm going to explore the rest of the range of these because that's two, New York Intense and Cat Neroli are two absolutely perfect fragrances for me, and I can't recommend them enough. So listen, if you like Neroli, if you want to smell clean, if you want to smell fresh, if you want to smell the business, please get this. You can wear this for work, you can wear this casually, you can wear this dressed up in the evening, you can wear this in jeans and a t-shirt. It fits with every kind of situation you could be in, and it's completely, anyone can wear this. As I said earlier, a little caveat would be probably maybe for the more mature fragrance enthusiast. But if not, if you're confident, wear it because it's gorgeous and people will love it on you. You will smell amazing and people will tell you that as well. So listen, thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this little trip down Neroli Avenue, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. There is Zoologist Rhinoceros will be coming out very soon, and there's going to be a few more zoologists coming straight after that. So I look forward to speaking to you then. So thank you very much for your time. Cheers. Bye.